found an interesting video about a brother from Nigeria, I believe, that lives in China. Very interesting. So this brother that speaks very fluent Chinese or Mandarin, walking down the street, and people very, very astonished on how he looks. And everybody's very curious. Chinese people seeing a black man for the very first time. Very curious. Trying to touch his skin, trying to see what he looks like, his hair and stuff like that. You know, just like when you go to the zoo and see, you know. As he was walking down the street, a Chinese woman came to him and asked him if he dyed his skin black. Like, yeah, is your skin black because you dyed it? You know how you dye your hair? You can dye your hair black. For those of us who have grays now. Gray people. Anyway, I don't dye my hair though. For people that are gray, you dye your hair black, right? So the Chinese woman is asking, did you dye your skin? How come your skin is this way? Let's watch.
啊，
我染的呀，
染的啥？
染的黑色呀。
不是，我的本色就是黑的。
啊，这本色就是黑的。
啊，
你刚才问清楚，我就是染的。
你是染的吗？
不是，你就说你是染的。
对，我问你的皮肤是染的吗？
我这不是，你
那我也不是染的，我是自然。
你这黑就是，那为啥这嘎跳玩啊？
你得问上帝呀，老天知道我不知道，就得问什么你这边也白的。
老天开玩笑，咋白呀？
咋的呀？咋的？
看看呢，咋的？
你看看呢，那你使劲看呢。不一样是吧？对，我就说这个。干仗啊？我是尼日利亚，尼日利亚是和平。
So very interesting. This. I don't even know how to react to this. It's just crazy and insane. First thing I see here, what do you see? Do you see racism or do you see ignorance? What do you see? Do you see racism or ignorance? I think most of the time racism comes with xenophobia, right? Xenophobia, which is the fear of the foreign person. Okay, not to confuse with Afrophobia that you find in some African countries where an African nation don't like other Africans. They have no issues with other people, white people, Chinese, no problem, just Africans. Anyway, get back on track. Is this racism or ignorance? Or it's both? Because let's look at racism. When you're racist, you don't like those people. And when you don't like them, you don't necessarily engage with them, right? You look at them funny, like, hey, what is he doing here? Get out of here, right? That's racism. Can we agree to that? Is it ignorance, perhaps? Ignorance will push you to be curious. You perhaps going to ask questions or say sometimes stupid things because you're trying to understand in the same token. Is it racism or ignorance? Certainly one of the two. But is it maybe racism with ignorance together? Because some racist people will ask you questions with some racist people will ask you some condescending questions. Like, did you dye your skin, like she said?
我染的呀。
染的啥？
染的黑色呀。
Did you dye your skin? His response was, no, I didn't dye my skin. Then she asked, why is your skin so black? He said, this is how I am. And he asked her, did you dye your skin? She said, no, I didn't dye my skin. He was obviously trying to give her what she was giving him. Did you dye your skin yellow because you have a yellow skin? He said no. Then she said, how come this part is white? And he said, you must ask God. It's not me. I don't know. And in the same time, this other person is approaching without asking any question. He starts touching his skin, right? Is he racist or is he just getting comfortable because there's another person that looks just like him that's engaging with this person? Obviously, when you're an outsider and you happen to be somewhere where you don't belong, generally, people will look at you from a side until somebody starts talking to you, right? Now, did he feel comfortable perhaps because he saw this Chinese woman engaging with this guy, so he felt comfortable to touch him? And you can see him asking him, what are you doing? Why are you touching me? And he responding, oh, and your hair is also different. You know, your hair is different. Obviously, black people hair is, yeah. Unfortunately, even in China, Chinese try to look white. I don't know who came up with this idea, but even Chinese trying to look white. They will use products to make their skin brighter. The brighter you are, the more appealing you are, the more respected you are. I don't know if it has anything to do with Europe that's made everybody believe that they were inferior and they were superior. Now, in China, for sure, if you go, people are going to be asking you. There's a specific name for black people. There's a specific name. If you can speak Mandarin, please write it on the comment section. And we're not going to get into the depth of that today. Not today. So we have another video here, which is very interesting, of another lady that wanted to be so black. So as opposites in China, they're trying to avoid to be black. This specific woman trying to be black. Watch.
To take a look at a photo of my next guest, Martina, when she was a young teen. Now, at this age, Martina desperately wanted to look like Pamela Anderson. So after 10 years and several cosmetic surgeries, Martina transformed her looks into this. But she wasn't done. 6 months ago, Martina made worldwide headlines with her most shocking transformation yet. Through chemical injections and body modification, Martina now considers herself a black woman. Here's her story. From as early as Martina Big can remember, she never felt comfortable in her own skin.
I wanted to look like a Barbie. I want to create a more beautiful body, like a Barbie with long blonde hairs and long legs, but much bigger breasts.
Martina began to dream about having plastic surgery to look like her idol, Pamela Anderson.
I looked at Pamela Anderson in the media reports and I want to look like her.
And the surgeries began. Martina wanted it all.
In 2012, I got very stretchy special breast implants, and also I got a nose job, and I also had a liposuction to get long Barbie hips.
Let me stop right there. Look at the body. Look at the bodies. Okay, please look at the body, the body together. The old body and the new body. I mean, like, what happened? Why? Why did you do this to yourself? I mean, a lot of people say that non-white people generally are flat-butted, but that's not very flat. She got some hips, some shape, right? Do you agree, brothers? I mean, look at that. So she went from this with the hat to that. Why? Oh, let's continue.
But after spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on plastic surgeries, Martina was ready for her most shocking transformation of all.
I got 3 injections in my belly to change my skin color, and now I'm the proud owner of a black skin.
Today, Martina says she has changed her race and now identifies as a black woman. Everyone, welcome Martina Big.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I have to stop right there. I mean, this is insane. This is crazy. This lady, do you think she made mature choices? Or do you think maybe she might have some conditions somewhere? What do you think? Do you think she made conscious decisions to make a transition from one state to the other, like you do, like you would change your car, you know, take your Toyota and get a BMW or a Mercedes, or she's perhaps under an influence of a condition that she doesn't acknowledge? A condition. Most of you certainly would pause right now and just write your comment before we continue. Please pause now. Okay, thank you very much. What did you say? Did you say it's conscious decision, or do you think it's something? Well, I believe many of you believe it's something, right? Because, I mean, look at this lady, the way she looked before to what she looks now. It's very, very sad. I'm sorry, but she's not my wife, not my girlfriend, but I'm sure you believe the same. She shouldn't have to go through that, right? Now, that's an obsession. Okay, obsessed by not just looking different, but obsessed by being black. So she had injections of melanin to get her to look black. It's not nice because it takes her away from her nature. The nature, her, the most powerful Martinez or Martine, whatever, is who she was when she was born. The color of the skin she was gifted. The temperament, the body she was gifted. The appearance she was gifted by the Most High, if not the parents, or with the help of the parents. Changing who you are to become what you're not naturally cannot be nice. Now, let me tell you something. We're all here to blame her because she's done wrong. I mean, yeah, look at the size of this. Look at it. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? But trust me, this is the very same thing that happens when you as a black person trying to change your skin by applying stuff to make you look lighter than you are. It's the very same thing that other people see when they see you, knowing that this is not you for real, when you wear those fake wigs and fake it. I'm sorry, you can come for me as much as you like. It's okay. It's the very same thing. How do you think a white person thinks when they see you with that? It's the same feeling you just got looking at this woman saying, oh, she must be crazy. Like, doesn't she love herself? Like, really, this is insane. It's the very same feeling they feel. And you will never be seated at the ground of the most powerful entity you can possibly be if you are not naturally yourself. God bless.